All right, what is good? So I got about, I don't know, 20 minutes before my landlord comes in and I have to pay the rent. So let me just quickly run you down my entire business so far and its expansion plan to 2026. Last time I did an update, it was half-assed and I was still on my website, which was now a really long fucking time ago, and a lot has changed. So let me just quickly run you through the events of what happened. I hope my microphone doesn't just quickly cut out because it's like half charge. I have no idea how much battery it has. So point is, started editing, got up to about 1K to 1.2K a month, but I was stuck in low ticket hell. I was doing a bunch of videos for a bunch of people and I wasn't really getting anywhere. I was doing shorts primarily. Then everything fell off, everything crashed and burned because I was going through the legal battle with the government, not really a legal battle, but like point is I was accused of fraud or whatever. Everything was fine in the end, but in the moment I lost everything and then I started from scratch. And when I started from scratch within those 2 or 3 months, I have built up to what I am right now, which right now it is actually July 28th. And yeah, that's within basically 6 months. I have gotten to this right now, and right now my previous month's revenue was 3.3K take home. And I don't know why it said rev, because that's revenue. This is profit, I think. Whatever. Point is, I'm making about 3.3K from the system I have right now. But the problem is, I've been stuck in this trap of linear leverage, pretty much. How many hours I work, how much I get paid. Now I want to get out of that and I want to get into exponential leverage. I don't know if maybe there's a better name for it. That's what I call it. Where my knowledge is worth more than my time as I spend working. And so far, I have basically three main clients. Now, right now you can see there's a bunch of shit in green. That is the stuff that I want to happen. I want to happen in the future. Now, I actually took on my first full-time employee who's my friend and he doesn't know shit about editing and I'm teaching him editing from scratch. There's a couple of reasons I'm doing that. The main reason why is every single video editor that I trust and I know is good and is willing to work with me is busy because they have their own projects they want to work on. Kind of a side that I completely forgot about is that people doing their own stuff and don't really have time to join and take this stuff over for me, which is something in the future I can't really offer them a good enough deal for them to jump ship and cut their own clients off to work with me. So right now I'm just bringing out my friend, and also there's a reason why I want to teach him from scratch is because I'm planning to expand by using YouTube content and actually working with other video editors and making content for video editors and make some digital products. I think I mentioned that in a different video before that hasn't been posted yet. But yeah, basically the goal for him is to start fully working with this client, at least doing the rough cuts first, which is something you can do on August 12th. And within 3 months, you can take over this entire client so I can focus on other things, which down here is ads. Now, I really want to go into ads because when I talked about the leverage, here there is more leverage on the knowledge and the skill level of it is not that intense, which is also something that he could, my friend or like employee, could outsource. I could outsource too. Now, the percentage deals and so on, you understand, basically a company does $100,000 a month on ad spend. I get them a 1.5 ROAS and I take 10% of that or something like that. So the better the ad does, the more of the percentage actually matters instead of me. Right now, I'm basically flat charging per video. I don't have a single client except I'm going to get into the deal here that's on a monthly retainer. Everything else here is project based, which is the trap that I talked about the linear leverage. I can charge more, but the problem still exists that the amount of time I spend is specifically directly linked to how much money I make. So I want to get out of that trap and start making some more, quote, passive income, but basically means more leverage for me because I need to put less in to get the same result, if not more than that. So this is what I'm going to be focusing on in the next 6 months. I have one client that I do ads with, and I want to learn a bunch of shit from him and how to run an ad agency and how to do a bunch of shit. So this is basically my gateway that not only is paying me money, but I'm also learning a bunch of shit about ads. Now I'm going to have to chat with him and talk some things through because right now I'm stuck doing content with him. I want to do some more ads. Now, in the future, right now, this is my short-term plan, which is this is the long-term plan. This is the short-term plan. Is that I have one client right now that seems to be a bit unstable. I won't lie. Their upload schedule is really sporadic. Their video quantity is also pretty sporadic. Then there is a bunch of, and then there's nothing. And I have a feeling that within the next month or so, either I'll stop working with them or I'll change the thing with them entirely, and I'm not sure what's going to happen. So as of right now, I have another client that is kind of a weird situation. We agreed on a monthly retainer of 2K per month, and I did them like the hours, how much I have to work. It's actually a really good deal on my side. How many hours I have to work versus how much money I get paid. We agreed on that. But this client right now is not responding to my messages. He's not even reading them. So I'm not even ghosted. He just hasn't seen them. And I mean, admittedly, it's been like only a week or so ever since we agreed, and we're doing this messaging on Twitter, which is kind of a shitty fucking platform for the both of us. So yeah, I'm probably gonna outreach to him on a bunch of other uh, fucking what do you call, like, platforms or whatever to get this stuff sorted. So if this client doesn't work out till the 12th of August, I'll have them in my back pocket. But if it won't work out till the 12th, and this also till the 12th of August, I don't get him fully on board and we start working together, I'm gonna probably call it quits on it and keep them both as in MIA, and then I'm going to start doing outreaching to get new clients. So instead of spending time on these people, I get new clients. At least that's this side of the spectrum that I want to work on. Now, for my friend, of course, within the next 3 months, I don't know, I already forgot if I mentioned it, but within the next 3 months, I'm going to teach him video editing to the level so he can replace this entire client, so I can focus on two things, which number one is this ad stuff, and number two is making content for other video editors. I'm building out my studio. I mean, you haven't seen this place, but it's a fucking mess right now. I have a bunch of IKEA furniture just still packaged. I mean, let me show you. I mean, as you can see, it's kind of a fucking mess. There's a bunch of shit here that I need to get not rid of, but I need to just, put it the way it should be. But I also have a bunch of other stuff in my house that is set up. I have a balcony with a grass panel. I'm probably going to do a home tour sometime. Also, forgot to mention, I slammed my head against the fucking lamp right here and it shattered when I was putting together this whiteboard. So, yeah, I hope it was worth it. Actually, I love this whiteboard. So, yeah. This is the business side. I covered most of it. I actually refilmed this video because the first time, well, I didn't refilm it, but it's like I went on a rant, and so I'm trying to get rid of that. So I'm trying to be more concise. So right now, let me just go to the other side. I'm going to show you something else that I've been working on, or precisely been leading. Well, my friend actually does most of the work because I don't know how to program. Now you'll be wondering, what the fuck is this? Now, this actually is some coded stuff that already we're on prototype 3, or actually 1.5, because he made some changes recently, really good changes. So I ran into a problem that, because I'm handling multiple different clients at once and I'm making huge quantities of videos for them, and the prices for each video, of course, is different. I have videos that I charge per video. I have clients where I charge per minute on the video, and so on. And the thing is, basically at the end of the month, or every 2 weeks, I get lost in the amount of videos I actually have done for the client. Now, this system is supposed to be automatic. It's like, oh, why do you not use some sort of tracker or so on? Bitch, I fucking tried. Now, I've tried many different fucking trackers, cards, fucking a bunch of other shit. Yep, I'm not going to detail the specific, but the problem is every single one of those things is not automatic. You have to manually enter every video, blah, 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 blah. And the thing is, I forget things. So I need to make a system that's automatic. Now, I called up my friend and I basically gave him my problem. And within 2 weeks, he has already given me a already functional system. Now, this system right now is only local. That means it works only on my computer, or a computer that's it's installed on. Now, basically how it works, you enter the client folder map or whatever, and it sorts out everything. Every client by name, like client 1, client 2, client 3, and then it shows total revenue made and total videos. Now, and also the main point of it is to count the videos that you've done per month or bi-weekly. We're still working on that, but right now it works per month. So during July, it has we have made, let's say, 17 videos for this client, this many, yeah. And the end, it also does an automatic calculator, which you can enter your own formula, which this is important because there's also formulas for, like, do we charge this client per minute of video, or do we charge this client per video? And so on. We're working on some other things too, but this is basically it right now. So let's say this client, 15 videos, whatever, and here there's a bunch of like subfolders, which is like if you need to categorize them for different clients, but you have a set price. So every single one you set a price, it saves this information, for the next time. And basically, every month, or I don't know, every 2 weeks, I open up this program and it runs through my folders and it checks, okay, this client, this month we have done 20 videos, for this client we've done this many videos, and so on. And this makes my invoicing process way easier, because previously I had to manually go through the folders and count them, or go through the Google Drive. But the Google Drive, I keep like deleting stuff because, I need space and so on. I'll probably be getting the biggest one, the Google Drive, because my big one is already getting full, which I didn't predict. But yeah, point is, this is going to be extremely cool for the basic video editor who's handling multiple clients, just to save them a bunch of fucking time. Now, this system I actually started creating because I ran into the problem earlier, as I talked about. I couldn't really count the stuff, and every single alternative was shit. I mean, literally, every single other alternative was completely garbage. It was manual. I had to manually enter this information every single time when I wanted the videos. And I have one client that we have a system for the ads and so on, where you have to manually add the project and so on. And they have a full-time person just to manage that entire system, which is stupid, because all of this could have been easily automated. Now, this is only the local system. This means it only works on the PC that it's installed on, which is great if you're just one guy. But in the future, we're planning to make an enterprise version for companies that we're going to be selling to them, which means they can manage not only their total videos, and we're going to make some other stuff too, like progress bars on each client, revenue, comparing months, and so on, specifically for video editors and ad agencies and stuff like that. So, yeah, all the other alternatives, like the software that you're seeing, is just pretty basic. It's like, no, it's cool if you want to set up like, oh, I want to have chat and Zoom meetings in one application. That's cool, but there isn't any, at least any that I found, that was good enough and was automatic, which is the important part. It's automatic, so there's no real human error unless you fuck up the folders, but we're still dealing with it. This is in its infancy. All of this stuff, from the idea to right now, it's been 2 weeks maybe. And my friend is coded, bro, I won't lie, maybe he's a bit autistic, but Jesus Christ, he can fucking code some shit up really fast. And he's also really humble. He doesn't want to take any credit. So, yeah, if for some reason, David, you're watching this shit, major respect to you. Okay, I thought major respect to you. Coding the shit in 2 weeks, that's kind of insane. I couldn't even believe it. Like, he said that, like, oh yeah, for the first prototype, it's like, how long does it take? And I was like, fucking, I don't know, a month maybe. He did the first prototype within like 2 or 3 days. And then we just moved from there, and then we're on prototype 3.5, pretty much. So, yeah, the enterprise version we're going to be selling to major companies, because I know they have the same problem, and I've worked with the people who have systems like that, and they're garbage. So this should be a pretty good system, and I'm going to use my platform for video editors and probably other ad agencies to advertise this platform, and we're going to probably set up a deal with David. Even though I'm funding the creation of this, I'm going to be paying him for the project to keep like developing it into the future. We're probably going to do a rev split, because he has put so much work into this, and I don't want to. If anyone sees the movie The Social Network, I don't want shit like that happening in the end. I want to keep things fair. I am a greedy fucking bastard, but I don't want that to be my fucking reputation. So, yeah, that's about the program. This deadline for this stuff is in the next 6 months. Honestly, this is a bit of a side project, because right now I'll also be just using it to manage my own employees, because number one, I hired one person, but probably in the next 6 months, I'll most likely be hiring somebody else too. I don't know what yet, but I have a feeling I'm probably going to have 2 employees by the end of the year, if all goes well, and so on. So, yeah, this is my main focus, the ads. Within 3 months, one client is done. And yeah, now I'm just talking to myself. That's pretty much it. That's my entire company plan till the 26th. Things can change. Well, 26th year, like 2026. So, yeah, that's the idea right now. At the rate I'm going right now, I should be at the end of the year at 8K per month, which is cool. But my goal is 15K a month. And if I can reach that, that's awesome. If I fall short and land it halfway there, that's still pretty cool. But yeah, a lot of things are happening. You can tell by my face. I'm kind of excited, but also kind of fucking terrified. So, yeah. And the funny thing is, I'm 20. I'm kind of fucking stupid. You saw my place. I don't have a couch. My living room's a fucking mess. My office is the only room I actually care about, and I guess my balcony. But the thing is, I'm still 20. I have no idea what's going on. I Only have a high school diploma. I don't have any formal business education. All the shit I learned is either from other people or from YouTube. And the fact that I can get to 3.3K, which is 3 times more than the average income in my country, is already pretty crazy. And I've done that at 20 years old while I work from home. My expenses are pretty low. I recently got like the utilities, how much I have to pay, and so on. It's not even $200 for the utilities plus the rent. So it's like right now and the thing is, I'm not like a guy who really saves on electricity or water, whatever. I'm pretty like unresourceful, if that makes sense. Pretty liberal with this shit. But it's crazy. This is pretty cool. So yeah. Some time ago we had a cool conversation with my friend talking about the future and so on. And yeah, I don't want to get emotional about it or anything, but still, this is pretty cool that this is even possible. So yeah, that's about it. I don't really have much anything else to say. I hope my microphone didn't cut out at the end. So I guess that's it. Thank you for watching. Well, future me, supposedly. He's gonna be laughing at me looking at this fucking shit. Fuck you. Anyway, that's enough for now. See you. I got a meeting in 5 minutes with my landlord. Bye bye.